going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the brand new AKA Icons cards along with everything else that's going on in MUT 25. A lot to talk about, so let's jump right on into it. And we're going to start with the expected content schedule for this week. And we have the NFL Draft promo this week, but it's going to be starting tomorrow, which is a bit of a surprise. So today we got AKA Icons. Tomorrow, April 22nd, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, is going to be the only GMM show of the entire week, and we're going to get early reveals for the content draft release number 1, which should be dropping tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow being Tuesday, probably about 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to get all of the reveals for that content tomorrow morning on GMM. We might see some type of teaser on Twitter later tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, of course, we have roster evolution cards. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point before this video that you're watching right now ends that we have leaks from MUT Leaks on those roster evolution champions, so stay tuned for that potentially. Of course, Thursday night is the NFL Draft Round 1, and NFL Draft Night Live will be going where a majority or at least a good portion of the early round first round picks are going to be getting cards. So whoever goes first, whether it's Cam Ward or somebody else, they're going to get a 99 overall player. Several years ago, we had all of the first round cards come out on that same night. I think if I remember correctly, in the last couple years, they've only done like the first 10 to 15 picks. But regardless, we're going to have a bunch of guys who are getting drafted on Thursday, get cards in MUT 25 Thursday night and Friday. And of course, on Saturday, we will be having Ultimate Legend. So pretty big content drop for the week, especially now that we have content on Tuesday. And one question that I'm sure a lot of you have right now is what is going to be the conversion for Karrots, the currency from the Sugar Rush promo, which is basically all over, and when is that conversion going to take place? So I talked about this in a lot of detail yesterday after Easter eggs opened, and we talked about the market. Highly encourage you to go back and watch yesterday's videos on the best pickups to make, and again, what you should be doing with the contents that came out of your eggs, the LTDs, the champions from the Sugar Rush promo, and Karrots converting over to coins. So again, according to MUT Leaks, it should be for every 1 Karrot that you have, that's going to equal 25 coins. And as far as when that conversion takes place, it makes the most sense to me that it's going to happen sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon, considering the NFL Draft promo is going live tomorrow afternoon. That's going to officially mark the end of Sugar Rush, and we're going to see a big inflated market, I think, right? So yesterday was a perfect opportunity to buy cards and upgrade your team. You still might be able to find some good pickups today, but with so many people hanging on to Karrots and then those Karrots converting over to potentially millions and millions and millions of coins, when a lot of coins are in the market, that means that the supply is going to go down because so many people have the funds to go out and buy cards. So I would not be surprised if you see a lot of top tier cards, specifically like Ring of Honor, All-Star Athletes, some of the Sugar Rush cards. I would not be surprised if you start to see those go up in price tonight rolling into tomorrow. Now, hopefully part 1 of the draft promo is good enough to maybe keep those prices relatively low, and hopefully those cards end up being good. So I just wanted to give you that update. Even though we don't have really anything confirmed, it seems like that is the direction as far as Sugar Rush and Karrots and conversion and all of that. It seems like that's the direction that we're heading in. It's Monday, so that means we got brand new AKA cards. That also means the AKA Icons Field Pass is updated, and if you don't know how this works, well, you got solo seasons that go hand in hand with this. There aren't any solo challenges, and every single Monday there's an objective list that resets, and the first 5 wins that you gain, with the first 5 games that you win in the AKA Icono Clash are going to give you boosted amounts of XP, and of course you want to earn that XP to go down the reward path within this program. And every tier that you hit, every level that you hit, you're going to get your choice of either a lower overall AKA card or a token. You want to take the token every single time. The reward path has expanded, and we're now all the way up to 76 levels, which means you can earn 75 AKA tokens, and you need 30 of them, AKA icons to be specific. You need 30 of them to redeem for a free AKA Icons champion of your choice. And now that we're at 75, we're basically 3 more weeks away from being able to get your 3rd free champion, and we should be getting to 99 overall champions very soon. If it's not next week, it might be the week after. So the way this works is that the first 5 games that you win after the reset on Monday gives you the boosted XP. After that, you can continue to play through this solo seasons game mode, and to get to it, you can either go through it directly through the Field Pass objective tab here, like I'm doing right now, or you can go to solo seasons from your main menu and go to the one on the far left, which again is the AKA Iconoclash. You can continue to play this over and over and over again. You're going to get XP boosted up for the first 5 wins every week. After that, you essentially have to win 3 games to go up 2 levels. So 6 games will bring you up 4 levels and so forth there. But if you haven't redeemed any of those tokens, the cards we got today are fairly good and you can get them for free. So your 2 champions this week are going to be Randall Cunningham and Brian Bosworth. Now I know Mutt Leaks late last week, did reveal that a Bryce Young card and a George Karlaftis card should be coming, and those were viewed at 98 OVRs, but just now, and like I said, I figured we'd get some leaks in the middle of me recording this video. Mutt Leaks just tweeted out that the Ultimate Legends this weekend, which will be 99 OVRs, confirming an OVR increase, are going to be a 99 overall Alan Page and Andre Johnson. So I'm not exactly sure what that's going to mean for the Bryce Young and George Karlaftis cards, which were leaked as 98s. Maybe they come out next week and get bumped up to 99s. We'll have to wait and see. As far as the 98 overall champions that dropped today, we have Eagles legend Randall Cunningham, and then the Brian Bosworth. For the 98 overall champion versions of these cards here, you're going to need 3 95 overall, aka Icons Heroes, and then 2 additional 95 to 96 overall players. Some of you might have the set pieces to build out these champions from the contents that you got out of your eggs yesterday. So it's a good opportunity to build these cards if you like them, and we'll show you the abilities in a moment. But you also might be able to find them cheaper than normal on the auction house because so many people have contents to go out there and build them. So Brian Bosworth is definitely the better of the 2, but Randall Cunningham is getting the vintage 99 overall LTD card as well. I did have high hopes for this once it was leaked late last week, but then EA revealed it on Twitter last night, and Gutsy Scrambler and Human Joystick are the baked on abilities. Now the attributes are amazing. 99 throw power, 98 speed. The accuracies are really good. It's not a bad card at all, but personally, I was looking for this card to get Truz because it's just one thing I want on my quarterback from now until the end of the year, where you can freely run with your quarterback and not have to worry about about fumbling when you scramble. Now he can get Truz as an X factor, but it just takes so much out there to get that activated. Gutsy Scrambler and Human Joystick are going to be baked on for 0 AP, and then remember, as of late, these cards have 3 discounted buckets full of the same 0 AP abilities. So you got Run and Gun, which is actually really good because your accuracy on the run is pretty much, you're not going to miss too many throws, if ever. Gunslinger, a lot of people like this ability. I'm not really a big fan of it, but you do get it for 0 AP. And then you got Dashing Deadeye. To me, it's really not really, you don't need to equip Run and Gun and Dashing Deadeye together. So if you're going to use this card and you're going to go with the 0 AP abilities, these 2 for sure. And then it's up to you if you want to go Evasive or Roaming Deadeye. Evasive is risky because you still run that risk of fumbling the ball with using the ball carrier moves and getting tackled. So you might want to go with Roaming Deadeye. But again, that's just a waste of a really good ability. The one thing that I will say that's really good about this card is that he does get Pass Lead Elite for 2 AP. There's not too many cards in the game that get this ability, and we don't know what they're going to do with the Sugar Rush cards and the 0 AP buckets like Donovan McNabb and Anthony Richardson. They get Pass Lead Elite for 0 AP right now. What will that change to tomorrow on April 22nd? A little bit unclear, but Set Feet Lead for 1, Pass Lead Elite for 2 is really good. And then if you go through the other discounted buckets or just the other buckets in general, you got Backyard QB for the 1 AP to give you the hot routes and the playmaker. And if you go back far enough, you're going to see Conductor for 0 AP. So this card is really good, but if you want Truz on your quarterback, I think Anthony Richardson is still going to be the move. I would not be surprised if we see a quarterback with tomorrow's draft release, and of course on Thursday, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. There's going to be a couple quarterbacks available from the draft night promo side of it. The 98 overall Randall Cunningham is going to be just as good. I mean, obviously not as better as the 99 overall, but when you factor in the price difference, I still really do like this card. The attributes are fine. You're not going to notice a huge difference between a 99 throw power and a 98, and even at 97 speed, I think he's certainly fast enough. So he's going to get Gutsy Scrambler baked on for 0 AP, and you still have access to 3 different discounted buckets. The only downside is that all of these abilities are going to be 1 AP. Gunslinger being 1 is probably the biggest disappointment, and if you go back to like the tier 2, 3, 4 buckets, you're not seeing Gunslinger at a discount for 0 AP. So if you do like that ability, you are going to have to spend the 1 AP. As far as the discounted buckets go, I mean, you might as well equip Roaming Deadeye because it's 0. If you want to spend the 1 AP on Gunslinger, you certainly can. I don't know this for a fact. We'll see it in a second here, but I feel like Dashing Deadeye will probably be 0 in one of the additional buckets. But if you go back here, you still get Set Feet Lead for 1 or Pass Lead Elite for 2. And down here, you're still going to get Backyard QB for 1. And again, you go back one more, you're still going to get Conductor for 0. So you can still get a pretty good setup on this card outside of the 1 AP versus 0 AP Gunslinger on the LTD. But if you're looking for a quarterback and you don't really need Truz on your QB, I do feel like this is not only a good card to go after, but it could be a good usage of tokens, specifically if he happens to meet your theme teams. Now, Brian Bosworth is a great user, and I almost did a video today on the best users for every budget, and I'm kind of happy I didn't, because this card is certainly going to be in the conversation. 6'2", stock 97 speed, 94 block shed, 97 tackle, 92 zone, and 99 hit power. The one downside is that he has terrible man coverage, 63 man, so you just can't put this card in man coverage in any situation at all. But if you go through the ability buckets here, you got Crusher baked on for 0 AP. Again, he is going to be 6'2", and if you go to the discounts, you got Run Stuffer for 0. You don't want to activate Mid-Zone KO right here because you can actually get that ability for 0 AP in a different bucket. Instead, you got Avalanche for 0, and you got Run Stopper for 0. Now, having Run Stuffer and Run Stopper together, I don't know if that's going to be good or it's not really going to make a huge difference between the two. If you do want to spend 1 AP on Tackle Supreme, you certainly can. But again, if you go back to some of these additional buckets here, you absolutely need to equip Lurk Artist. But the good news is you can get Lurk Artist for 0 AP in this bucket. You go back one more, and here's where you're going to see Mid-Zone KO for 0 AP, which is a big W. And if you go back even one more and you don't go with Tackle Supreme, you do have Secure Tackler here for 0 AP, and the Mid-Zone KO is available in this bucket for 0 as well, so you can always utilize it here and then go over to this one, and you have some additional different options like Enforcer Supreme for 0. I just kind of noticed this now, so really it would be Mid-Zone KO in this bucket. I would probably say Enforcer Supreme in this bucket, Lurk Artist in the next bucket over here, and then with the 3 discounts, if you don't mind spending 1 AP, I'd go Avalanche, Run Stuffer, and Tackle Supreme. That's a whole lot of really good abilities on this card for a total of 1 AP. He's tall, he's fast, he can cover, 99 hit power. The only downside to this card is the man coverage, so as long as you're not putting him in man coverage situations, this is potentially the best user in the game. We do have pack offers, of course, for today's content, but I would be highly against you spending any money on the cards that came out today. As good as they are, you know, the step offer doesn't make too much sense, and you absolutely should not be dropping $100 on the AKA Icons bundle with a big promo tomorrow, which probably is going to feature 99 overall players. And guess what? We got breaking news as I'm literally recording this video. Mutt Leaks is now posting images of the NFL Draft Part 1 content that we're going to expect in-game tomorrow. So here you have it. I'm not going to break down all the names and whatnot, but obviously we're going to show you all of the information when we get the official reveals tonight, and tomorrow morning on GMM we'll do a more detailed video once we find out the true details of this program. But there you have it. Those are essentially the NFL Draft players that we can expect on the way for tomorrow's content drop. So just yet another reason as to why I would not recommend spending any money on the AKA content. So that's going to do it. I think that's the last video for today, but we got a lot going on tomorrow with the NFL Draft promo and the Sugar Rush promo coming to an end with the Karrot store and Karrots converting over to coins. So we'll see what happens with that, but thank you for watching this video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.